So I live in Phoenix right now, and here in Phoenix, a lot of people are not shy about using profanity. The F word, the S word, you can hear that flying around all over the place. So even at work, I work with a lot of young kids, and they're not shy about using it either. And my colleagues are not shy about using it in front of them. I was a little bit taken by surprise here. But there's a different kind of profanity that I sometimes use that sometimes hurts me. Sometimes I talk a little bit too much about political views and about philosophical views, and I get too excited about that. I have to dial that down a lot. And this month I get to practice quite a bit. I have a colleague who is coming off of a relationship, and he is really depressed out of his mind. And I really have to resist the temptation of telling him how great it would be for him to go out by himself on Valentine's Day. I really have to resist that. That's the kind of thing that I used to do, and it caused me a lot of trouble. I really love using the idea that something undesirable, if I see something undesirable, I sometimes say it's a scam. Marriage is a scam. Your fucking religion is a scam. And, or something that they're doing, right? So, some unproductive habit that they're doing. I have one of my clients who is just kind of lazy, and she gets distracted with various things that she sees on the internet. And one day, out of desperation, I just told her, it's a scam! And I just have a fascination with that word. One of my favorite stories when I was a young child was about this con artist who had sold a bridge or something like that. And so I really love the word scam. Sometimes when I make money, I even call it scamming people. Many years ago, when I used to like to collect coins, I would buy various rare coins from one city and go to another city and sell it for a profit. And I would tell people that how much money I had scammed doing this, right? Or even to this day, when I make those bismuth crystals and I get a good profit, oh my god, I scammed $400 at the art show last night. I would literally tell people that sometimes. And I sometimes get very vocal about various political issues that border on what I'm doing. So I was tutoring a kid on math counts. He's getting ready to compete in math counts later this month, it looks like. We were going through problems from previous years. There was a problem from 1996, and it talked about money, like how much change would I get for a sandwich that was whatever amount. And I looked at it, it was like a $10 sandwich. And that's a really expensive sandwich. $10 in 1996, that got to be like 70 or 80 bucks today. And my colleague strongly disagreed. And I showed him about shadow stats and got into a lengthy argument with him about how inflation is manipulated to reduce Social Security expenses and all that. And then he started talking about how his grandpa was getting Social Security. Don't you dare bash that program and stuff like that. And so you can see I get into a lot of profanity that has nothing to do with a word or two words, but various unpleasant subjects to talk about. I gotta dial that down. I'm a little bit nervous about dealing with my one colleague who is breaking up. I vowed to try to avoid any discussion with him until at least after Valentine's Day. I've been trying to keep it at, you know, I'm wishing you well, and that's it. Like, and stop, and do something else.